Hi, this is my second video log. Um, I just realized that with my first one, I kind of neglected to really introduce myself as far as, you know, my personality and all that. It was basically all about diet. Um, I am, like I said before, in my 30s. I have three children. I'm married to a wonderful man for 14 years. Well, actually, been married for 13 years. We can go to for 14. He's making weird faces at me. Um, I have two sons and a daughter. My oldest son's a teenager, barely a teenager. He's kind of in that stage where he's wants to be a rebellious teenager, but at the same time is quite a bit immature. I guess it's kind of common for boys. I don't know. Um, but I also have a 5-year-old son and a 2-year-old daughter. And I live in Michigan. I am a full-time student. And let's see, what else? Um, I like fantasy. My favorite author is Terry Goodkind. I also like Arthur Miller and Hemingway. See, Homer, The Odyssey is one of my favorite books also. So I love Stephen King. Um, so my tastes in books, so I like Tolkien, of course, fantasy. I love to read. I just don't have time a lot lately with the kids at school and everything. Um, I love all kinds of music. I listen to a little bit of everything. I'm not really into rap too much, but other than that, I like classical and alternative, um, country. I like a little bit of country. Basically, my favorites alternative and metal. My favorite band right now is Disturbed, but I also like like the faux punk, pop punk. People like Yellow Card and Fall Out Boy, which I know is most people think is lame, but that's okay. I actually got to see them in concert last week, which was pretty cool. They put on a really good show. Quite honestly, at my age, this is only the second rock concert I went to, and the first one was like a month ago. I went with my husband to see Skid Row, which, quite honestly, it was bad. Um, and that's one of the things I kind of wanted to blog about was the fact that people my age are just old. you know, I went to that Fall Out Boy concert, and there were all kinds of people around my age, a little bit older, a little bit younger, taking their kids to see this. And I took my son to see it because that's right now his favorite band. Not only that, but I was kind of a fan before he was. I've been a fan of theirs for several years now. And I was just surprised the fact that I was the only one my age that I saw. And we were up at the top, in the balcony area. Because of my son to be on the floor because he's 13 and didn't really want him to be jostled around or, anything like that. But, um, yeah, I was up there, like dancing and, just really getting into the music. And to look around and go, oh my God, what's wrong with all these people? You see most of the parents sitting around with their kids all dancing and everything, and they're sitting there just watching. It's like, what happened to you? When did you get so old? And the same thing, it was even worse when we went to see Skid Row, which, like I said, was kind of lame because Sebastian Bach's not there anymore. But, it was a casino. And, but we're sitting there, and I'm trying to get into the music. This is LA Guns, Firehouse, and Skid Row. And, I'm trying to dance and get in the music, and I'm looking around, and all these people, who grew up with these bands are just sitting there and with their arms crossed and looking bored. And it's like, what's wrong with you? This is a rock concert. And it's like, when you were 18, 20, it didn't matter how bad the bands were. You would have been up, just getting into it. And I just don't understand that. I don't understand people my age. I guess I'm kind of going through a little second, youth thing. I can't really see it, but I dyed my hair like a purple color, and I'm kind of thinking about getting into a different cut that's a little younger, but I don't want to look too much like an old person trying to look young, because it's not so much what it's about. It's my personal style. I love music, and I don't want to be old. And I don't want to be old, which is another reason why I want to lose weight, is because I know that if I lose some weight, I'll feel better, and it will help me feel younger. But anyway, what else? Hmm. TV shows. I love House. It's incredible. Incredible show, because the guy's just so smart, and seeing them, figure out all these medical, problems and everything the way he does, and he's so intelligent, but at the same time such an ass, that his character, I'm in love with that character. I like Fringe. I like American Idol. Go Chris. Which most people hate the fact that, there are some people who hate the fact that Danny Cronkey went home. And they hate the fact that, Chris is in there with Adam Lambert. Adam Lambert's going to win and all this. I can understand the appeal of Adam Lambert. I can understand why people like him, because he's a good performer. But quite honestly, I would never listen to him on the radio. I mean, seeing him in person is one thing, but listening to him on the radio would be something completely different. And oh my God, I can't even imagine having to listen to that. I would never listen to that. Chris Allen, on the other hand, his voice is more suitable for the type of music I listen to. I like The Fray, and bands like that, American Rejects, Plain White Tees. He's got that type of voice, and he's got a very good voice for radio. And quite honestly, in my personal opinion, and I'm predicting that he's going to win, because basically Danny Gokey's fans, most of them were Christians or are Christians who don't believe in, people, gays and all that. I have no problem with gays, not at all. But the part that, the fact that there are people out there who have a problem with it. I don't, some people do. And people like that would not vote for Adam Lambert. So guess where the vote, if they're going to keep voting, their votes are going to go toward Chris Allen. So I have a feeling that no matter what American Idol producers want, Adam Lambert is not going to win the show. Chris Allen is. But the good thing for Adam Lambert is I think he's going to end up where he wants to be, where he ultimately really wants to be, is acting. I know he's on Broadway before, and he's been in a lot of shows, but this would be able to get him up as a headliner on Broadway, which would probably be perfect for him, in acting gigs and all that. I don't think he's so much interested in a recording contract, no matter what he says. He's just too flamboyant. It kind of reminds me of my cousin. I have this cousin who's just so flamboyant, and he's one of my favorite people ever. So, like I said, I don't have a problem with that at all. But anyway, I was so psyched out when Chris Allen got in the finals first. I was like, oh my God, Danny's going home. I knew it. Danny was going home, and he's such a douchebag. Because, I mean, did you see in the video where they were going through the hometowns and everything, where that girl was chasing him, and he turned around, and not only did he not tell people to, stop so he could talk to her, she was sitting there just dying trying to get to him, and he's sitting there laughing at her. It's like, what a jerk. Anyway, that's about it right now. I will be back tomorrow, and I hope you all have a good night. Bye.